Human beings have always had a fascination with animals, and in this realm, this species has shown creativity in finding ways not only to domesticate and make other living beings adapt to their lifestyle, but also to develop the ability to form new species by crossing two different ones, creating a hybrid. Among these, the most common are mules for working conditions. But in terms of aesthetic and ornamental purposes, one of these animals created from the crossbreeding of two fish, the Flowerhorn cichlids, earn the spotlight in ponds or aquariums. Flowerhorns are fish that were created from the crossing and selection of several cichlids, such as the red devil, the trimac, and the blood parrot cichlids, until through artificial selection by breeders in Malaysia and Taiwan, this new species was created. This has generated a new wave of opinions both for and against this type of practice, because a new animal was artificially formed that does not exist in nature, and there is concern about its impact if they were ever released into the wild. For this reason, in some countries such as Australia, their entry is prohibited, but in other countries, their keeping, care, and breeding are allowed in a controlled manner by humans, as is the case in the Americas and Europe. These are freshwater fish, and like any other fish, they need an aquarium to survive. This must hold about 200 liters, roughly 53 gallons, distributed in a volume of at least 1 meter, about 39 inches, long by 40 centimeters, about 16 inches, wide and 50 centimeters, about 20 inches, high as a minimum. However, the larger the capacity, the better for the fish. They are resistant to changes in water conditions, making them ideal for beginners, whether children or adults. However, it is necessary to keep them within certain ranges so they develop properly and do not get sick. The temperature should be set within the range of 26 to 31 degrees Celsius, 79 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit, as they are tropical fish with a pH maintained between 6.5 and 7.8, using dechlorinated water with no salts, an air pump to oxygenate their environment. A substrate on the bottom, such as sand or gravel, and vegetation can be added, but it must be washed by placing it in different containers with clean water for a week, so that when introduced, it does not contaminate the environment and harm the fish. And the most important condition, this fish must live alone, because like other cichlids, they are very territorial and kill other fish, even large ones, including other cichlids or other flowerhorns. It is recommended to perform semi-partial water changes, leaving 40 to 25% of its water, to prevent levels from changing abruptly and causing the fish's death for this reason, in addition to siphoning the bottom once every 15 days, depending on how dirty it is. Along with this, decorations can be placed in the aquariums, such as stones, objects, or waterfalls, to further enhance the attractiveness of their new home. They are omnivorous, feeding on plants, fish, crustaceans, and mollusks, so their food can be provided in the form of flakes or pellets for fish, but they are more interested in live prey such as minnows, charalesh, shrimp, and worms, which must be provided daily and must be healthy. They grow rapidly, reaching a size of 30 centimeters up to 40 centimeters, about 12 to 16 inches, and normally growing about 2 centimeters, roughly 0.8 inches, each month. One of their main attractions is the growth on the forehead, which is actually a nuchal hump that extends to form their peculiar anatomy. There are different strains, distinguished by the size of their hump and their colors, for which contests can even be held to determine which is the largest, which best represents its strain, or which has the biggest hump growth. They are very difficult to sex without handling them, which requires observing the cloaca and determining if there is a bulge in it. If it is larger, it is female. Even so, being a hybrid, a high percentage of males are born sterile, so breeding them is very complicated. Breeding is carried out in a larger pond where they can be together but also hide from each other. This can be done with a grid divider, so the female lays her eggs and the male fertilizes them. After this, both must be removed so they do not kill the fry or eat the eggs. The water temperature for the eggs should be 28 degrees Celsius, about 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and a neutral pH of 7. They will take from 5 to 15 days to hatch, depending on the aquarium conditions. Once born, they begin to feed from 3 to 5 days later, and they may feed on their smaller siblings. They reach an average lifespan of 10 years. They are prone to suffering from parasites due to their food, fungal infections, blockage problems, bacteria, and other issues. Therefore, these diseases must be prevented with quarantine care when acquiring a new fish, being very strict with the food given, maintaining their conditions within optimal ranges, and avoiding moving them between aquariums. Because their treatment can be tedious and sometimes does not yield good results. Even if they do get sick, it is better to take them to an expert or a veterinarian for precise treatment, avoiding giving them remedies on our own, as it might not be the right one and could cause another condition or death. A unique fish created by human beings, being one of the most showy freshwater fish that has generated controversy due to its existence, but without a doubt, one of the fish that can brighten a home. That is the flowerhorn cichlid. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a like and share it so more people get to know this channel. If you're new, I invite you to subscribe and don't forget to leave any comments or questions you may have. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.